YouTube.com. The video sharing platform that we both know, love, or even kinda hate sometimes has gone through a long history of changes since its release back in early 2005. In 2020, more than 500 hours of content is uploaded every minute, 1 billion hours plus of video is watched daily, and over 2 billion users visit the site monthly. Today we're going to be taking a look back at the history of YouTube and the journey it took to become one of the biggest social media platforms on the internet. Let's begin back in early 2005, where three former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim, came up with an idea for a video version of an online dating service that had been influenced by the website Hot or Not. The site's original slogan was "Tune in, hook up." The whole thing failed when they couldn't get anyone to upload any videos of themselves to the site. This is despite even offering to pay $20 to desperate women on Craigslist to upload videos. During this time, the three creators found they had a hard time finding videos online of events like the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction during the 2004 Super Bowl or the massive Indian Ocean tsunami. So they decided to tweak their site to allow anyone to upload any video with relative ease. YouTube's initial headquarters was above a pizzeria and Japanese restaurant in San Mateo, California. The youtube.com domain was registered on February 14th, 2005, and the first YouTube video titled "Me at the Zoo" was posted on April 23rd, 2005 by one of the co-founders, Jawed Karim.
Really long fronts, and that's cool.
In May of 2005, YouTube launched its beta site, and within just a few months later, YouTube was trafficking around 30,000 viewers a day. In September of 2005, a Nike commercial featuring the Brazilian soccer player Ronaldinho became the first video to receive 1 million views. Later on, in November of 2005, Sequoia Capital, an investment firm that finances promising startup companies in the technology industry, invests $3.5 million into YouTube. YouTube launched out of beta in December of 2005, and by this time the site was garnering over 2 million views per day. By March of 2006, the site had more than 25 million videos uploaded, and was gaining roughly 20,000 uploads per day. And in July of 2006, the site was averaging 100 million video views per day. YouTube was the fastest growing site in 2006. However, the success of YouTube in the early days did not come without a few problems. The company needed better technology and equipment, such as servers to store these thousands of new videos, and a better broadband internet connection to handle the large amount of site traffic. Along with this, YouTube was getting into some legal trouble with copyright infringement when users started to re-upload TV clips and using copyrighted music in their videos. These problems prompted YouTube to sell to Google in October of 2006.
Exciting news for you, we've been acquired by Google.
Google purchased YouTube for $1.65 billion. This net the co-founders around $400 million each in profit. Around this time, Google recently failed to make their own video sharing platform known as Google Video. After the acquisition, Chad Hurley, one of the founders, stayed on as CEO, where he remained in that position until 2010. At the end of 2006, Time magazine featured a YouTube screen as its annual Person of the Year, the cover showing the old YouTube video player. Viral videos were the main factor for YouTube's growth in the beginning of its early days with Google. For example, Evolution of Dance, Charlie Bit My Finger, David After the Dentist, Sneezing Panda, Fred, and so many more. Unfortunately, in March of 2007, YouTube was plagued with more legal trouble, as Google was sued by Viacom for $1 billion for allowing users to upload over 150,000 copywritten clips of Viacom's programming. This caused YouTube to implement the Content Verification Program in October of 2007 in order to help content creators and companies easily identify the videos that infringe on their copyrights and get them removed. In terms of the Viacom lawsuit, Google won in a US court in 2010. Viacom then appealed that ruling, but Google won the appeal in 2013. Viacom then appealed that ruling, but the two companies eventually settled out of court. It's reported that no money changed hands in the settlement. Anyways, moving back on to June of 2007, just after the release of the first iPhone, YouTube launched its mobile site. YouTube CEO Chad Hurley predicts that mobile is going to be a huge market, and making YouTube's mobile site is just a natural transition. Later on, in August of 2007, Google rolled out its first ads to be played within a video. They choose a new format of a semi-transparent banner on the lower portion of a video. Following that, the YouTube Partner Program was established to allow creators to earn money from their content based on ad revenue. This allowed YouTube creators to turn their hobby into a career. Oh yeah, and I kind of forgot one more important event that happened in May of 2007. A Rickroll was uploaded to YouTube. The beginning of 2008 saw YouTube release a video analytics tool. Later on in September of 2008, the viral video Evolution of Dance became the first YouTube video to hit 100 million views. Furthermore, in November of 2008, negotiations with companies such as CBS and MGM saw full-length films and TV appear on the site accompanied with ads. This was done to create competition with other streaming sites such as Hulu. Also around this time, the pre-roll ads that we know and love today were added to play a video advertisement before the actual video started. Also in the year, YouTube allowed users to upload videos in HD 720p. Moving on with 2009, in April, YouTube partners with the Universal Music Group to create Vivo. This was a result of complaints from music companies about piracy and unfair licensing terms. As part of the deal, Vivo can distribute its music videos on YouTube. In October of 2009, YouTube surpasses 1 billion views a day. By this point, more than 20 hours of video is being uploaded to YouTube every minute. 1 month later, 1080p video was launched on YouTube. In January of 2010, YouTube introduced an online film rental service of over 6,000 films in markets like the US, Canada, and the UK. In late March of 2010, YouTube underwent a large redesign to simplify its user interface. Some notable changes include changing the rating system of a video from a rating out of 5 stars to the like or dislike system we see today. Also, the sidebar, which contained information about a video, like the description, uploader, the date the video was uploaded, along with the yellow subscribe button, was moved under the video. Later on, in October of 2010, Chad Hurley steps down as CEO, and in his place Google appoints Salar Kamangar. The final big change of 2010 was the addition of skippable ads, allowing viewers to skip over ads after 5 seconds and launch straight into the video they want to watch. In April of 2011, YouTube Live was launched. YouTube Live has allowed the site to live stream all types of content from gaming, concerts, sporting events, etc. Originally, live streaming was only available to YouTube partners. In October of the same year, YouTube invests $100 million into the first batch of original channels in a push to create original content on the platform. YouTube teamed up with established brands and major celebrities, a move that many creators see as the platform's disregard for their value and influence. In December of 2011, YouTube launched a new version of its site interface, with the video channels displayed in a central column on the homepage, along with a redesign for channels. This was a cleaner design to the layout used prior, and in my opinion was the best looking channel layout. Along with this, a new version of the YouTube logo was introduced with a darker shade of red. This was the first change in the design since October of 2006. On to 2012, where an algorithm change was made that replaced the view-based system to promote videos with one based on watch time. This caused a huge surge in gaming and Let's Play channels like PewDiePie becoming popular. In December of 2012, the music video for the K-pop song Gangnam Style was everywhere, and it became the first YouTube video to ever reach 1 billion views. This was just after 5 months since it was originally posted. The Psy music video later broke the YouTube view count tracker, and it's still one of the most viewed videos on all of YouTube today. Also in the month of December, YouTube redesigned its channel layouts yet again. This was so that channels would look consistent between web browsers, mobile, consoles, and TVs. It's currently the channel layout we're stuck with today, and personally, I still hate it. This channel layout got a lot of backlash because it removed the vast amount of visual customization you could do to your channel. Later on, in March of 2013, the number of unique users visiting YouTube every month reached 1 billion. In November of the same year, one of the worst decisions in YouTube history was made, which forced users to integrate their existing YouTube account with a Google Plus account in order to comment on videos. This caused outrage with many users, causing them to post stickmen in all of the comment sections on every video. This initially did nothing, but in 2015, YouTube stopped the requirement of needing a Google Plus account to comment on videos. Going back to 2014, Susan Wojcicki is named the new CEO of YouTube. Susan was an early employee of Google and was instrumental in Google's acquisition of YouTube back in 2006. At the end of 2014, YouTube allowed users to upload their videos in 60 FPS. Fast forward to August of 2015, YouTube Gaming debuts as a game livestream service meant to compete with Twitch.tv. A few months later, in October of 2015, YouTube unveils YouTube Red. It's a subscription service which allows users to watch videos and stream music without ads, as well as access original content featuring major YouTubers for a monthly fee. Currently, YouTube Red was rebranded as YouTube Premium. In January of 2016, the music video for Adele's Hello set a record as the fastest video on YouTube to hit 1 billion views. It only took the British singer just 88 days to reach that milestone. August of 2016 marked the beginning of the first adpocalypse. YouTube started to shift their focus towards family-friendly content and began notifying creators when their videos are demonetized, meaning the algorithm has decided that some part of the video does not adhere to advertiser-friendly content guidelines, so it's ineligible to make money. Demonetized videos were labeled with the infamous yellow dollar sign in the YouTube Studio Manager. Furthermore, in early 2017, some questionable content from certain creators was posted to YouTube, which later led to many brands such as the UK government, Coca-Cola, and AT&T to pull their ads off of YouTube. As a result of this, it's reported that the company lost $750 million. A month later, YouTube makes the first of two major algorithm changes. It put stricter policies on ads and later revamped its partner program to raise the requirements of eligibility for money-generating channels, requiring at least 10K views to monetize content. Some content creators changed and/or deleted their old video titles, thumbnails, and content as to not be affected by YouTube's new advertisement policies. Some even changed or added content to their YouTube brand that was deemed more advertiser-friendly by YouTube. Many within the YouTube community insisted that the adpocalypse also happened because YouTube wanted to give attention to and reward creators who were promoting a favored agenda. November of 2017 marked the start of the second adpocalypse. Concerns regarding improper kids content occurred, causing more brands like Mars, Adidas, and the Dutch Bank to pull ads from YouTube. We also saw the release of YouTube TV in 2017. YouTube TV is only available in the United States and is a replacement for cable TV. YouTube TV allows users to watch live TV and on-demand video from 85 television networks, all for a monthly fee. In January of 2018, YouTube further updated its policies, restricting the partner program to channels with more than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time per year. This caused outrage in the community, especially from smaller creators who didn't reach the new requirements. In December of 2018, YouTube released its annual YouTube Rewind.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
This video received poor reception from viewers and YouTubers due to its cringeworthy nature, its inclusion of celebrities who are unaffiliated with YouTube, and exclusion of popular YouTubers such as KSI, MrBeast, PewDiePie, and Logan Paul. It was also criticized for its forced and unnatural social commentary. Overall, the 2018 YouTube Rewind further demonstrated YouTube's disconnect with its users. Just 7 days after it was uploaded, it became the most disliked video in the history of the website. The video currently sits at 18 million dislikes. Now on to last year, 2019, where YouTuber Matt Watson exposes a softcore pedophilia ring living in the comment section on YouTube videos featuring children, where pedophiles trade remarks and links. Another exodus of advertisers occurs, and YouTube responds by disabling comments on videos featuring children, as well as banning over 400 channels. This did not sit well with some creators, as they feared the situation would start up a third adpocalypse, which would bring more rule changes, more content being barred or censored, and more innocent users getting wrongfully demonetized and banned from the site. Much criticism also went to Matt's decision to cause a public outcry. While many believed he had good intentions, many criticized him for inadvertently starting another adpocalypse soon after the site had finally started to recover from the first one. In particular, the community found Matt's public call to action to be the wrong approach for dealing with the problem, stating it would hurt creators in the long run. Later on in mid-2019, Vox reporter Carlos Maza began contacting YouTube, demanding that they demonetize and stop hate speech on the platform. This was after conservative comedian and online talk show host Steven Crowder repeatedly made jokes about Maza based on his race and sexual orientation. This caused YouTube to tighten their terms of service and change the policies that deem a video suitable for monetization. This also caused many YouTubers to be stripped of monetization, and many were terminated altogether. In September, the Federal Trade Commission fined YouTube $170 million. This was following an investigation into whether the platform violates children privacy laws and the Children's Online Protection Act, also known as COPPA, by collecting the data of children under 13 without the parents' consent. The FTC settlement also requires YouTube to create a system where creators flag their content as family-friendly. Also within the same month of September, PewDiePie became the first individual creator to reach 100 million subscribers. Finally, in November of 2019, YouTube has announced that they'll be replacing the Creator Studio with the YouTube Studio as a way for users to manage videos, see analytics and comments, as well as manage monetization. The classic Creator Studio was available until March of 2020. So now that brings us to today, 2020. In 2005, YouTube was a simple and easy to use video sharing platform that anybody with a video camera could upload any video on any topic that interested them. The site quickly became one of the most popular on the internet, and many users were able to build audiences of millions of people and turn a hobby that they enjoyed into their own business. Unfortunately, YouTube has since moved to become more corporate and has neglected the average individual creator for content that is more commercial and advertiser friendly. At this rate, who knows what YouTube is going to be like in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's a little bit different than the type of content I usually do, but I'd like to continue to do this content in the future. So if you guys have any feedback, I'd like to hear it in the comment section down below. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.